The ringing won't stop.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
This program has been brought to you by China. Yes, China. Your friendly communist neighbors. We own all of your shit now, including your government.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, viewer discretion is advised.
Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Zero. Why I'm on this side and you're. What the shit is going on there? That's better. What the? Hey, stop it! Stop it!
You beat me to it. You beat me to it. My bad.
We got enough shit to go over today. Oh, well, you're not going to do it. Got enough shit to go over today without you fucking with the format.
Oh, just wait. We're only getting started, brother. Good morning,
everybody. Welcome to Zero Hour. It is Monday, and we're going to talk some aliens. And I am, of course, I'm ready. I'm in my Wayland Yutani gear. I'm ready to go to work for the company. And, of course, be sacrificed on the altar of stupidity because it seems like that's the only thing some companies can do. But welcome, everybody. It's good to see all of you. Yeah, I am a company man today. I'm one of those workers on the Nostromo. I'm down. You better not come down here, Ripley. We don't need you down here. You'll be in your office, huh? Bitch. I don't know why she's coming down here. Bitch ain't gonna do anything.
That bitch better stay the fuck out of that my way. I'll tell you that.
If that doesn't tell you how much we love this franchise and how much we want it to succeed, I don't know what will. But guess what? After 2 episodes, I don't think this is going to be it. I don't know what my compatriot has to say. We're going to get into it. But I just want to say good morning, everybody. You guys are so great. What's up, PJ? Good to see you, brother. It is always good to see you. DJ Ronnie G in the house. Good morning, my friends. Project Story Time. Psychodorf 9, what's going on, brother? Putting 12-year-old in adults' bodies sounds hinky. Well, there are some reviews. It's funny that we have these. There's some reviews over on IMDb that says transhumans versus aliens. We're going to get into that.
We'll get into all the juicy details.
Yes.
Don't worry. Because Zero, as you all probably know, has got a lot to say about this. So buckle up.
Buttercups. The new Predator movie looks like it'll be better. I don't know, because again, we've got young female that's going to be teaching the Predator how to predator. So I don't know. I really, the super kids remind me of Halo. Okay.
That's one take on it. Yeah. I never would have put that together, but yeah, I can kind of see it.
I hear the Xenomorph is no, not at all. There was one backing up scene where I was like, okay, where's the backup sound? Beep, beep, beep,
dude.
Beep. Okay, but let us.
We'll wait.
Yes.
We'll
give us just a minute.
But I just gotta say, I'm glad you brought that up because holy shit, it's like we share a brain sometimes. But wait, we'll dig into it. It's coming.
Okay.
Don't worry.
So what we're talking about today, guys, is obviously alienearth that just released. There is all kinds of craziness and stuff that ensues, but the basic tagline for it is when the mysterious deep space vessel USCSS Maginot crash lands on Earth, Wendy, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, Wendy and the Lost Boys, make a fateful discovery that puts them face to face with the planet's greatest threat. Now, I'm sure you're like, Loki, why are you calling them the Lost Boys? Because that's what all their names are. You've got Snips. Hold on, let me pull up the
Snips,
the list.
Slightly.
They named all of the characters after freaking characters from Peter Pan, and there are Peter Pan scenes in the show. And we've got Wendy, we've got let's see, Slightly, Curly, Smee, Toodles, Nibs, These are the names of the sleepy, dopey, booby. Thank you for that one, Kay Roberts. They've got all these characters that are named, and you've got scenes from freaking Peter Pan, literally the Disney Peter Pan. Why? Because this is made by the people over at Disney.
Yeah.
And they just couldn't help themselves. Adega Outlaw is here with $5 super chat. Good morning, my friend. Thank you so very much for keeping the lights burning bright here in Valhalla. He says, late, good morning, Valhalla. Let the probing begin. Oh, wait, wrong kind of aliens. Actually, you're not wrong, because there's a lot of probing that goes on on this show. But thank you, brother. This one is just for you, because I know how you do it. I know how you take care of the business. Long live the fighters. Skull!
Long live the fighters!
Okay, let's start out with what's good. The show opens very much in the same vein that the original Alien movie opens. You see the ship, you see them waking up from the ship, you see you see space, you see this big gas giant with rings around it. Oh my god, is that the same system that LV-426 is in? I totally recognize it. Sometimes I think this series was made for tweens. But you see the original system, and they do the crawl like the original, where the alien thing comes in, and until you see, alienearth. Do you agree that this was the opening of this is very alien?
Let me let me consult my list. I did take some notes while I was watching this. So let me really quick tell you
just the opening scene. That's all I want to hit on.
This ties into the opening. This is a list of the things I actually liked about the show.
Don't go over everything, just the opening.
No, it's fine. So my list of things I liked. Very decent aesthetics.
Oh yeah, hey guys, the production quality in this is like. Oh really? That's all you liked about it? That was a
list. Okay, so this opening,
I had more to like than that, but.
No, you asked me about this behind the scenes this morning, and I said, let's wait, because the honest to God truth is the opening to the very first episode of this mini series is almost a shot for shot clone of the opening of the original 1979 Alien. And at that point, that is where they already lost me, because I'm thinking, my God, it's like you're absolutely just not trying at all anymore. It wasn't like Alien Romulus, where the aesthetics were good and they, placed Easter eggs and little, member berries all over the place. This was a carbon copy almost of the original opening. And I was just thinking, wow. I mean, hey, member berries.
Hold on. Let's talk about the production quality real quick. This ship looks like a cleaned up, sanitized version of the Nostromo. The corridors, the sleeping chambers where the cryo system is, where you go to sleep and you don't wake back up until you get where you're going. The crew area where they eat. All of this looks like a pristine version of the Nostromo. Like it just walked off the assembly line. So this ship that you were on is supposed to be a science vessel. It's been out there it says the mission was 65 years. So they're supposed to be out there for 65 years. The ship looks like brand new, like it just rolled off the assembly line. It's a science ship. It is not a mining ship, but it obviously has the same ship, the same drive section that was on the Nostromo. So you get the idea that Weyland-Yutani likes these like landers that go down and land and then reattach to the rest of the ship.
Yeah.
It's got a long ass back end that has all your science department and all your stuff in it. but it looks super clean. This is 2 years before Alien. So we are again in another prequel. We're in prequel territory. Now, this is what really is odd to me. Prometheus in this universe, Prometheus does not exist. Neither does Alien Covenant. But Alien Romulus is part of the timeline. Alien Romulus directly connects to Prometheus and Covenant. So if Alien Romulus directly connects to Prometheus and Covenant, why in the shit is it still in this timeline and still considered canon if it connects to these two prequel movies that now, because of Disney, again, do not exist because they're changing canon? This is a personal pet peeve of mine. It's not something that's going to come into play big time in the damn show. But if you're going to erase two prequels that directly connect to a sequel of Alien that you're keeping in the film, how does that work? I don't get it. Stupid decisions to come out and be like, well, we're not going to count these two movies, but this is going to come in later. And anyway, that's a personal pet peeve of mine. You get about 10 minutes. You got about 10 minutes on this shit. And that 10 minutes I thought was very interesting. I wanted to see more what happened on the damn ship. You're only going to get little flashes of backflash. They're not going to explain exactly what happened. You get some little visions, like half-second like clips of things that happened. They're going to rapid fire that at you, and you're going to be like, wait, what? And you got to go back and slow it down and be like, okay, what happened there? What happened there? What happened there? I want to know what happens. Are they ever going to go back and give you that? No. How do you know that, Loki? Because all those people only had 2 episodes on the IMDb. Now, they could fool you, and they could fool me and go back and do like, okay, we're gonna let you see what happened, but I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they're just gonna move along. You might get a story from the one crew member that survives this thing.
You mean fucking RoboCop with his transforming arm there?
Okay, so at the beginning of the show, you get these 3 things. There is a race to see what's going to be the badass AI technology. It's either going to be cyborgs, which a character in this show is a cyborg. He's like a RoboCop without all the shit on him. There are synthetics, which we have seen. Ash, Bishop, David, Cole. We've seen those in the past since. And then there's hybrids. What is a hybrid? A hybrid is a dumbass fucking idea the douchebags at Disney thought up of, hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to integrate Peter fucking Pan into Alien. If anybody's seen the thumbnail from before we started the show, this is the thumbnail. Why is Peter Pan sitting next to the alien? Because these douchebags decided, hey, you know what? Right after we give you this scene that's going to make you feel like you're back in Alien, we're going to go to Earth and we're going to have a 20-minute information dump about how we're taking 12-year-old kids and putting them in adult bodies.
What was the word they used for that too? Oh, we used children to make the transition because their minds are easier to mold. Don't tell me that was a behind the scenes business suit decision there. But I want to go back to this opening really quick because that was the second problem I immediately had with this. You get 10 minutes of an exposition dump from these guys. You've got like 7 or 8 to 10 people all running around on this ship doing whatever. And then they go into a shift change where the other half goes to sleep. The other half stays awake. All for what? They fucking die in the first 12 minutes. So I'm thinking, great. Thanks for wasting my time for me trying to figure out who the fuck everybody is in this show, all for them to just die anyway. But Captain Swiss Army Arm survives. And yes, he does have a Swiss Army Arm. He's got a fucking blowtorch on it, a knife, a whole bunch of shit going on. I don't know what the hell the problem is, but holy shit. So dude, Cyborg Man is in the mother womb. and you know, the aliens,
The mother womb.
you know,
The
yeah,
mother womb.
mother. Well, that's what they call that little room. It's the
Womb.
womb. It's mother's womb. You know, the sphere. That's what they call it. Well, that's what we all call it behind the scenes. Which brings me to my next complaint. Oh my God. Was this one take, or were there multiple takes and they decided that this was the best one? Because when Alien is off killing people backstage, that dumb bitch comes up to the door and she is literally
Hold on. Before you get there, I know you're getting there, but give me just a second to lay down some exposition so everybody listening understands. After you get your little wake up scene where people are coming out of the pods and they're going to do their jobs and they're having breakfast, just like in the original Alien. After all that, you see the cyborg sitting in the mother womb, typing on the keyboard, and he's like, crew's dead, all this shit's going on. You know, he's sending a message to Earth, letting them know, hey, shit has gone very bad. Get ready because we're on our way back and shit's gone bad. As he's doing that, a member of the crew, a hot ass female, runs up to the door and starts banging on the door of the mother womb. And is like, let me in, let me in, let me in. And he just ignores her like he didn't even hear her. It's like he's programmed. So he's in programming mode, and I don't give a shit about anyone mode. I'm only care about myself. He gets up and goes to do something, and she's like, let me in. And he sprouts this like welder out of his hand and starts welding the door shut so that whatever's chasing her can't get to him. He goes back, sits down back at the computer. She turns around. She sees the alien. The alien obviously lurches at her, which I will admit, half of this is like one of the best alien scenes I've seen in a long, long time. Why? Because as it's like ripping the shit out of her, it goes to a hallway shot and you see its tail come up like a scorpion's tail and spears her. The only problem is you don't see that. All you see is the tail come up and do the scorpion deal and then shoot down, but you never see any of that. You just see the tail doing the motion. You don't see it hit her. You don't see it spear. You don't see it, nothing. None of that. It's cut out. And I have to wonder why. Is it because we're on Hulu? Is it because you show a lot of shit later? You show people being disemboweled. You show people being cut in half. You show people being torn apart. But you can't show that. That's one of the coolest scenes you've got in 2 episodes. And you can't. I don't know what they decided, whether we're like, well, maybe less is more. But that was one of the coolest kills I've ever seen. If you were into body horror kills and all that, which the show was made for teenagers, was not made for adults.
I think the show was written by teenagers, honestly. That's what it looks like.
So go ahead. Anyway, they're in the room. The girl runs in and she gets killed. Now we get the backing up the truck.
Oh, we're not there yet. We're not there yet.
Okay,
well, let me tell you something about bitch pounding on the window. Because when Loki says she's pounding on the window and yelling, let me in, she is going like this, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, it's right behind me. Please, let me in. Come on, open the door. Like I was saying, was that one take or did you take 67 takes and you decided that was the best one? My God, the complete lack of acting ability in a scene where she should be showing maximum terror at the risk of maximum carnage. She's, let me in, quick. It's behind me. You think I'm kidding around, guys? No, I'm not. Go check it out for yourself. Let me in. Hurry up. It's behind me. Yeah. Let me in. Let me in. Oh my God. Seriously. That was the take you chose?
That was the take they chose. Thinking?
So let's get to the backing up scene, because I'm watching this. and it looks just like this.
Your camera. There you go. Beep, beep, beep.
The alien head is backing up ass end first.
So this
Like,
is
the thing
after
is-
this is after it spears the girl. This is after it gets the girl with its tail. You see the window and the banana, the back of the banana in the tailpipe, ladies and gentlemen. The back of the alien head starts coming into view, and it, I mean, literally, you could add the beeping sound, beep, 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 and it fits perfectly. Now, Eris is like backing up
Like-
in my doorway as I'm saying this right now.
Not even a bob and a weave while this thing is moving. It's like they stuck an alien head on a dolly and ran it.
Yes, it
Past the camera.
It looks like it's
'Cause
on a dolly.
I'm watching this and I think I almost said out loud, what is this guy fucking moonwalking past the window? What the hell is
Yeah.
what is going on? That's what it looks like. Oh my God. And and this is, guys, I'm sorry. This is all within the first 20, not even 20 minutes.
Yeah, this is
And I'm
just the
thinking-
beginning of the show.
And I'm thinking, shit, this is the crap you're trying to grab my attention with. You're doing the opposite right now. You're just dislodging me from any interest I had in this whatsoever. And I do want to pinpoint this because there are a lot of reviews going around about this show. Some people, are saying the same things we are, but putting it a little bit more, structured and eloquently than I am. But I'll tell you what, for the ones out there, and I'm not going to name drop any names, but the ones that are out there that are saying, yes, this is what I wanted from the Alien franchise. Oh my God, this is worth the price of subscription to Hulu alone. Excuse me. Kiss my white ass. Did your standards and IQ just drop sharply while I was away? Get the fuck out of here. You know what? If you like this show, cool, no problem. But for you saying this is the best thing since Aliens, dude, I don't know where your standards are or where your complete lack of, oh my God, I can't even speak. It's just ridiculous. I don't know. I mean, God, they must be shills. They're Hulu and Disney shills. That's all they are.
So I've got this thing where I was like, okay, obviously here's the kind of problem and here's where it progressed. If you go back and you look at Alien Covenant, you have a mostly young cast. They're not teenagers. They are adults. You've got a couple of older people, but you've got people like Juicy Smollett, the French aristocrat that was thrown a rope and told to, whatever, in an alley in the middle of nowhere during a snowstorm at 2:30 a.m. You've got this like mostly young crew, and then you've got a couple of older actors that were involved in it. Then you go to Romulus, okay, and Romulus is Gen Xenomorph. Okay, Romulus is Gen Z in space.
Yeah.
All right, and that would have been okay if the writing hadn't been complete shit, and they just didn't take and copy things from every other Alien movie in the last half. I really enjoyed the first half of Romulus, and then they fucked it up.
Yeah.
This is more of the same. You're getting more of the same because they have decided that we're going to make these for young people. It's like Alien YA. We're going to make this for young people. And that's the feeling you get is, okay, we don't care about the fans that have been here forever. We don't care about the older fans. We don't care about the fans that grew up watching this. I saw Aliens when I was like 8 years old. My dad took me to see Aliens in the theater. I'm scared the absolute living shit out of me. I'd spend the next 2 years thinking every time the light went out, there was a fucking facehugger somewhere in the room waiting to pounce on me.
Or waiting to walk past your door like this. Beep, beep, beep. It's
So
burned in my mind.
the ship ends up crashing on Earth. And then we meet the like fill-in for the Colonial Marines, which is like the Colonial Security Guard or whatever. Again, I want to show you guys something.
Talk about Gen Z, ladies and gentlemen. Who the fuck are these people? Holy shit. If you're
I want to show you guys something. I've got a picture set up.
Search and rescue.
Yeah, search and rescue. I want to show you what you're going to be dealing with in this show in terms of, hold on, I'll just pull this whole page up.
DEI Marines, not quite snorty.
Yes.
There were some, but it's not as in your face this time around, because the impression I got was just,
that's where we'll agree to disagree.
Yeah. Well, how do I sum this up? The characters are stupid. And I don't mean they're written stupidly, because a lot of them are, but I mean, these characters are legitimately stupid. I mean, as soon as something goes haywire, they just...
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Marines.
Oh my God.
This is your Marines. Now you tell me. You tell me, the guy on the left is a medic, but you tell me this is your new Vasquez. Ladies and gentlemen, this is supposed to be your new Vasquez. Is the chick in the middle. This is your new Vasquez, is the chick in the middle. Adega got it. This is your new Vasquez. This is what you have to look forward to. This is the team of ultimate badasses that they're going to send in to
team
the ship.
Flat asses.
Crash lands on Earth. No, she's not. James Dosher, exactly.
See, that's the one. That is the character that Bill Paxton turns to and says, "Hey, Vasquez, have you ever been mistaken for a man?" Probably once or twice.
Adega got it. Waffle House trained. Yes.
Yeah.
So this is going to be your group of search and rescue, and they're already getting taken out left and right because, of course, they're all morons. There's no way to track runaway starships on a collision course to the planet. Let's bring that up. Let's go over that really quick. We're going to hit it really quick, so we've got to have enough time to get through this.
What a safe explosion or a crash that was.
As the aliens trying to get into the mother womb and get the cyborg, the ship hits the space station in Earth orbit. There's no way to stop the ship. There's no way to get rid of it. Now, that may come back and be like, why didn't planetary defense take out the ship? Which they never say at all in the beginning of this. And maybe Weyland-Yutani kept it from happening because they want what's on the ship. This was a Weyland-Yutani, thank you, these guys, research vessel that crash lands back on Earth on its way home. Why? Because the alien got loose and whatever else is on the ship, because it's not just the alien. They didn't just pick up the alien at LV-426. They picked up a lot of shit that they've been out there searching for. So there's a giant plant vagina that I can see vaginaing people up into it. There are bugs that suck the blood out of you and grow giant fat while you get slurped up like a Slurpee.
Can I pinpoint something about that too? Because this, I mean, you guys think I'm kidding around. No, it was one thing right after the other that was just pissing me off. If you
giant plant vagina that two of our characters timeline wise in the show must have been standing in the hallway staring at for a fucking hour doing nothing.
Yes. Oh, I'm going to go check that out. You stay here and watch this. I've been doing that for an hour. Oh my God.
Watch the plant vagina that has like a peen that comes out of it and wants to.
And then he sticks his face right next to it like, oh, dude, maybe you should get the fuck out of there.
He's not the only one who does that, by the way. There's two points in this episode in these episodes where someone sticks their face right up in front of something. And you're like, no, dude, no, why would you do that? Why would you do that? The plant and an alien egg are the two things someone decides, hey, it might be a good idea to stick my face right up in here.
And this is what I mean by the characters are stupid, because they're written stupidly and they act stupidly. I can't understand why logic is totally abandoned when it should be the first thing that comes to your mind. But let me talk about those Waffle House trained Marines. Search and rescue, the two dumbass guys who get, spoiler alert, let's flip ahead, cut to the chase. The cyborg dude catches and binds later on in the episode. Yeah, he's a bad guy. These two dudes are going through their little science labs, looking at all the little escaped critters and shit, right? And then there's this thing that comes down like a little spider and drops on the guy's shoulder and literally crawls around to the back of his neck and under his uniform. And the guy doesn't notice this in any way whatsoever. I mean, here for scale purposes, you got something legit this big crawling into your uniform. Can you not feel that?
Oh, I'd be like, oh, what the hell is that? No, and I'd be reaching and he doesn't even notice there's like a fucking giant centipede crawling. It looks like a centipede. It's not a centipede, but it looks like a damn centipede crawling down the back of his shirt.
But yeah, like seriously, it's like legit this size on the human body. It's pretty much that. And I wouldn't think so poorly of this if it wasn't for the fact that they go an additional, I don't know how long it was in the show, until they're caught by Cyborg Man and tied up and bound. And that's when the critter pops back out and starts, sucking the blood from his neck. I'm thinking, what, this thing was just hanging out in this guy's uniform, crawling up and down his back for half an hour, and he didn't notice that one single bit? Are you serious? And then conveniently, when he's zip tied and bound, that's when he pops out. Like shit. He's tied up and bound in the lab area. Why couldn't the thing just drop down then? He's not going anywhere.
There's more stuff on this ship than just the alien.
Yeah.
There are other things that they've been out picking up in the universe on these different planets, and it's all nasty shit. And that's one thing they bring up at the beginning of the show is how many people died to get a hold of this shit. One of the work guys down in the holds is like, how many people did we lose gathering up this little science project?
Yeah.
So they've got
faces that die anyway.
They've got shit here that's not just the alien that's nasty and wants to kill people. Because they're apex, they're all supposed to be apex predators.
Yeah, like octopus eyeball mutant superpower dude.
Can we all go back to androids blowing each other's flutes? No, I don't think we can.
No.
Now that Disney owns it, it's far worse.
There's no going back at this point,
unfortunately.
Yep.
So you've got this. The spaceship crashes. What Zero was talking about with you get the Marines, these are supposed to be security force, whatever. They're all on top of this building lifting weights when the ship comes in and crashes. That's unbelievable. The fact that it got past Earth defense is unbelievable. Maybe Weyland-Yutani had something to do with that. But we're missing the biggest part. And the biggest downer is between all of this, you get 20 minutes of young kids being put in android adult bodies.
Transitioning.
That's
what they call it.
That's what they call it.
Well, what are we supposed to call it? I don't know. Identity transfers, conscious transfers, shifting, phase corruption, quantum manipulation. Call it anything. No, we're going to call it transitioning because it's relevant.
Transitioning, so you've got little kids transitioning into adult bodies that are androids. Adults cannot do this. It is not something an adult can do. Why not, Loki? Because apparently adults reject the entire process. Only kids can be transed. I shit you not. That's what they say in the show. Only children can be transitioned because adults are too old and have the way things are in their head, and they can't be transitioned into different bodies.
Yep. We use children because their minds are easier to mold.
Yes, I shit you not. That is what the Dame. There's a woman in the show called the Dame, and that's what the Dame says.
Yeah. I think the FBI and Chris Hansen would like a word with all of you, please. Jesus.
So you get 20 minutes of just shit that I skipped over when I watched this again. So I watched this 3 times.
Oh,
I know.
I'm
Why would I
sorry.
put myself through that? But I skipped over the Neverland bullshit. And that literally, that's what it's called.
Yep.
It's called Neverland. And they call the kids the Lost Boys. They've named them after the Lost Boys. And the head of this company that supposedly rivals Wayland Yutani is like a 14-year-old kid that they call the boy genius, the boy superstar, the boy Wagner, the boy whatever. It's they use children because they're pervs. Thank you.
Yeah. Can I really just pinpoint? And it wasn't so much the first episode, but in the second episode when they showcased a little bit more of this teenage trillionaire. I know the character was probably intentionally written this way to some degree, but this is one of the most insufferable characters I have ever had to sit through my entire life. He doesn't have heel heat, to use a wrestling term. This guy has nuclear go away heat. Like, get the fuck off my television. I don't want to see you. I can't stand this character at all. He's going full fucking retard by this point. Like episode 2, it's all out the window. You guys think I'm kidding around when I'm talking shit about this? No, go check it out for yourselves if you can stomach it like we did. You will not be disappointed, for comedic relief only.
Not worse than Joffrey from Game of Thrones, but up there. He's not worse than Joffrey, but he's up there because he's like for instance, there is a scene where he talks to Yutani. He talks to the woman that you've only seen in Predator. I'll see if I can pull up. This is Yutani.
AVP Requiem.
This is Yutani from the series. He is talking to her, and I'll give you a picture of this kid.
Talking to her with his fucking feet.
Okay.
Eating an apple.
So this is the kid. This is the boy genius. And he's laying in bed on his back with his feet in the air. And he's holding, this is him again. He's holding the pad he's talking to her on with his feet in the air. And that's how he communicates with Yutani, the woman who co-owns Wayland Yutani. So there's Mr. Wayland and then there's Miss Yutani. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Miss Yutani is this, here she is, Sandra Second, I don't know how to say her last name. This woman in a corporate office is talking to a little kid that is holding his iPad with his feet, daring her to fuck with him.
Yeah.
And it is painfully, it hurts. This is him in his bathrobe. He is in a fucking bathrobe because that's all he wears. This is the dumb shit that I just cannot, I can't deal with. I tried watching it I watched it 3 times. I cannot watch the scenes with him in it. I cannot watch the scenes with the kids in it because I'm just like, this is the dumbest fucking shit you guys could have done. Anyone that's like, oh my God, the Neverland kids are so cool.
They're stupid.
You obviously never watched Alien. You obviously never watched Aliens. This is the fantasy. This is the, I guarantee you at some point they had an idea for a great series. And then someone said, I want to put my touch on all of this. Let's make Neverland kids. Let's have the Lost Boys versus the aliens. And some dumb bitch decided this is what we need to do. Whether that's a dude, whether that's a chick, I don't give a shit, y'all. This was the dumbest shit they could have done.
Yep. I do want to answer this project. Where the F are they coming up with these plot points? It sounds like Dr. Phil episode about bratty kids. You know, that was the other issue I had legitimately with this as well. In my opinion, again, these are all my opinions, but this is, in my opinion, a prime example of something trying to do too much all at once too soon. If they're going for 8 episodes, they are throwing so much shit at you all at once. It's hard to keep track of everything. We're bouncing from one set of annoying characters to another. And don't get me started on those transitioning children with fucking superpower Wendy dude. Who did you see were you yelling at the TV like I was when she runs into that room when she finds out her brother's alive and she picks up that giant machete thing and ting, just sticks it on her back?
Where is it? Yeah. Did she have like magnet back?
That's what I said.
Not
I said
connected to anything. It's very video gamey.
Like, do hybrids have giant fucking magnets stowed away in their back now? Like, no sheath, no strap, no nothing.
When you see things in like the original Devil May Cry game where Dante puts his sword on his back and it's just there's no explanation why it's like, you know, it's very video gamey. That is one of the things I felt while I was watching this. Once it gets going concerning the lost kids, it gets very video gamey. Like it feels like you're in a video game. This is a story straight out of a video game. You are a group of young under 12 kids that have been put in badass android bodies that are going to go and fight the aliens. Good luck. God bless. Let's see if you'll survive. That's the plot point.
Yeah.
For a show that is supposed to be. Now you might disagree with me on this, but there's some badass scenes in the show that have to do with Alien.
Mm-hmm.
There's some good stuff. You've never really seen the alien just go nuts and kill a whole bunch of people. Here's the problem, though. If the alien is enraged and on like an alien rage killing spree because I don't know where I'm at, the alien's like, I have no idea where the fuck I'm at. I have no idea what's going on. I was in a giant crash. I'm pissed off and I want to kill people. Okay, great, do that. Here's the problem. Okay, there's a scene in a hallway where you see 2 characters walking through the hallway and they walk in front of this statue. Now, there's nothing weird about this statue. There's nothing going on. They continue to walk through the hallway and they talk. And then the camera pans back to where you see the 2 characters and the statue in the same scene. And what do you notice? What wasn't there before? There is now an alien that's like bloop on the statue, like just hanging out there, like a fucking gecko, like a gecko on a wall that's not moving. That's like, you can't see me. You can't see me. That's exactly what happens. I shit you not. It's not there when they walk by it. It's not on the statue. And then they follow the characters away from the statue and then pan back around. And suddenly the alien's like, I'm a gecko on the statue. Mm-hmm. And as they're talking, you see the statue move and the alien gets the guy. And the other one runs for his fucking life. A door opens up and some George Washington looking motherfucker, I shit you not, he's painted up like a dead whore with the white wig, the colonial clothing, opens
We're hanging
the door
out with our Caspian friends.
And the alien fucking jumps in that room and starts killing everybody.
Within seconds.
This motherfucker takes out like 10 people in a few seconds. That is something you've never seen in Alien. You've never seen the alien go nuts and just go ballistic like Jason from Friday the 13th. And it was a weird, yes, I watched this 3 times because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing anything, that I wasn't getting shit wrong. I wanted to be sure that I disliked this before I said it. That was a big thing for me, Pacific. I wanted to make sure. I was like, please tell me I'm not just like losing my mind here and I'm going to throw a whole bunch of shit at this when it doesn't deserve it. No, it deserves it. I don't like it either. It looks fake. When you see the backing up thing, beep, beep, it's almost like you can see the seams in the plastic. Oops, I think Zero just booted himself. It's almost like you can see the seams in the plastic of the head where it's backing up. And welcome back. I tried. I tried.
We all tried. Sorry.
It's almost like you can see the seams in the plastic of the head when it's backing up.
Yeah.
And
For reference, beep, 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 beep. That's legit what it is, folks. I'm not kidding around.
what did you like about this? He watched this 3 times, but hasn't watched Babylon 5 once. Questionable. I'm working my way there, dude. Give me a little time. I've been dealing with a lot of shit lately. Give me a little time. I want to give it the time it deserves. I don't want to rush through it. I don't want to power through it. I want to give it time and let it soak in. That's how I had to watch that one space shit, The Expanse. I had to give it time and let it soak in. Couldn't just binge it. That was the problem. I don't want to binge it. I want to give it time and let it all sink in and let me think about it. That's what I'm trying to do here. Yes, I watched this 3 times. Yes, it was an absolute. And you've got to Timothy Oliphant. I'm pretty sure this is a synth. I'm pretty sure Timothy Oliphant's character is an android.
He's at least a hybrid or something, because he uses that port on his arm to jack into the science vessel computer or some shit in the 2nd episode. So I don't know. He's got synth-like apparatuses stowed away on him somewhere. But I do want to point this out, because Dave Bob brought up something else that pissed me off. Yeah, imagine that. No, Dave Bob, the Robo Kids are not expendable, and retard trillionaire genius boy made a really big point to emphasize the fact that he wanted these things taken care of when he haphazardly sent these stupid retard kids away on a mission. And he's like, well, what if we end up losing them? Then make sure we don't lose them. And then he goes from that. And then in episode 2, we find out, he says, do you know why I made all these kids? Because I want to have a conversation with someone who's fucking smarter than I am. It's like, have you lost the plot? Seriously?
He has. He's nuts. So the kid is nuts. If you haven't figured that out yet from us talking about how he's holding his iPad with his feet, talking to Yutani, he's nuts. He's I'm sure they're going for this like autistic young genius kid that's a trillionaire. I'm sure that's exactly what they're going for, because they want autistic geniuses to be the future. And they did that in Predator, that last Predator movie, where, the autistic kid's going to be the future of the human race.
Yeah.
He's just misunderstood, I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
No, James Dosher's kidding.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, yeah. So to answer your question, Loki, and I do want to ask you something as well when I summarize everything. Guys, this show is ridiculous. Will there be further reviews? I honestly don't know, because I told my brother backstage, I don't know if I can sit through more of this fucking drizzling shit.
Oh no, this was your idea, so you have to live with it. This was your idea.
All right.
You have to live with it.
Well,
you were like, hey, you've seen the 2 new Alien episodes? No, I have not. Would you consider doing the show about the Alien Earth series? And I said, okay, we can do that. I'll have to watch them. And you said, I haven't had a chance to watch them yet, but I'm working on it. What did Loki do? Loki went out and watched them right away. He watched both episodes. Then I messaged, then Zero said, I saw the first episode. What do you think? And I'm like, well, there were a couple of good parts, but I'm not really sold yet. And Zero's
what did you say? You said there were some things I liked. I don't necessarily hate it or something like that. So
yes.
So obviously your opinion has.
I said I'm not
rapidly
sold yet, but I
changed.
didn't hate it.
Yeah.
There are things I don't like, and there is the theme which only a Karen could love.
Only a Karen could love.
That
So-
is the Peter Pan thing,
Yeah.
but I don't hate it yet.
So rewatching these 2 more times kind of swayed your overall opinion.
Oh, now I really hate it.
Yeah. Here we are.
Because I
Well,
can't even watch the scenes with the Neverland kids. I
Oh, good
couldn't
God.
stomach going, okay,
Why
I
not?
don't want to see how
Was
they
it-
make Wendy and
was
pigs
it-
and
was it
snips.
the,
and-
oh my God. Was it the these are weird. They move when I run. Oh my fucking God. Seriously. Who wrote this shit?
There is a scene where Wendy is on a cliff. I shit you not.
I
She's
asked.
on a cliff.
I yelled at the TV, how the fuck did you get up there?
So she's up on this cliff, and they're like, Wendy, come down, Wendy. And she just walks off the cliff and lands and is like, race you there, poosh, and gone.
Yeah,
it's-
okay.
But Loki, she's an android now. Okay.
Hey guys, I'll tell you what. Everybody pick up your home desktop computer right now and surround it with duct tape and pillows and then put it in a garbage bag and throw it off a fucking cliff because it's going to be all right. Right? If an android can survive that.
And me and my monkey, yeah, all the kids in the show, every kid in the show, all the kids that are in the android bodies, the kid that makes the android bodies, all the kids in the show, yes, have autism.
Well, the kids themselves were special though because they were all dying cancer patients, right? So that's why.
Well,
That's why
I
they
don't
were-
think they were all dying cancer patients, but they're all dying.
Some
They're
of them
also
were.
all like, they've all got that.
They've all
thing.
got that superpower. Yeah. And can I because this blew me away. This absolutely blew me away. And I promise I will wrap this up because even my brain is turning to mush just trying to recall all this horrendous shit. Episode 2, when she's looking at the little, iPad thing, whatever the fuck about, when the guy's looking into the cam and he's like, oh, I'd like to request a transfer, blah, 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 blah. And she's like somehow able to like manipulate the code by touching this fucking screen or whatever. And then the guy says, come on, have a heart or feel my fury. And it legit does a little watermark impose on the screen of that little squirrel character from Ice Age.
Ice Age.
I shit you not, guys. What the fuck is going on here? Why? Again, you guys think we're kidding around? No, this is all shit that is in the show. Was that necessary? Why? I don't understand this. This is why I say it was written by stupid people for stupid people. And if anybody out there even enjoys what this series is going to be remotely, I apologize if I've pissed you off in any way, but this is the bottom line. I'm not holding punches when it comes to this shit because in my opinion, this was written by stupid people for stupid people because the standards have just bottomed right out through the fucking toilet tank. So
Who's
to wrap
Tinkerbell?
up,
Hold on.
I
Who's
just-
Tinkerbell?
yeah,
I want to answer some stuff here before we're like
go
done.
for it.
Pat says,
I'm
who's
excited about
Tinkerbell in this mess? The Dame. The Dame is Tinkerbell. The Dame's the one who goes and sees them and flies them to Neverland. So the Dame is Tinkerbell. Peter Pan is the boy trillionaire that owns this island that they're doing all these experiments on. There's some exposition about the corporations that own the Earth.
Mm.
And corporations own the Earth now. So these corporations, there's like 5 corporations. Weyland-Yutani are 2 of those corporations, and they own North and South America. That was kind of the way it was in Aliens. So you're already getting the idea that, well, they're following some stuff. Is it worth a watch? Watch it, dude. I'd at least watch it once. Because there are scenes in this that are worth seeing.
Yeah. If you're curious at all, by all means, go and check it out. But if you get bored like I did, or just disinterested halfway through the first episode, do not feel bad if you just want to skip it entirely. But if you're curious, by all means, go ahead and check it out. I suggest just trying to go in with an open mind, which is what I tried to do.
What would you give us your rating on the first 2 episodes?
The first 2 episodes. Well, again, the list.
Just clump it together. You don't have to like separate and give 2 scores.
It's fine.
Just
the list of things I liked, very decent aesthetics. That was it. So to rate the 2 episodes as what we've got so far, I think because of the aesthetics and the way they treated the alien and the terror that should come with dealing with such a creature, I would give this, as of right now, after slogging through the 2nd episode, overall a 1.7 out of 10, and that's being generous.
0.7.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna give it like I think I'm right there. It's either like a 4 or 5. Why did it get that many points from me? There's some good sound, the aesthetics, the scene. There's some really good scenes. There's some good scenes in the show. The ship looks a huge callback to the Nostromo. The fact that they were able to build all that and put all that together is great, but my worry is if we don't go back and have an episode of what happened to the ship. Tell us what happened on the ship. If you aren't going to give us that, which according to IMDb, there's some people that were in the opening that are only in 2 episodes.
Yeah.
You've seen that. We've experienced the 2 episodes they're in. Then this sucks.
Yeah.
This really sucks because I want to see what happened on the ship. I want a full lead up. Stop giving us fucking mystery boxes that you're never the answer. You absolute like total douchebags. Give us the scene on the ship. I want to know what happened on the ship. I want to see what happened on the ship. I don't want to be told. I want to see.
Yeah.
If you're not going to give us that, then there was no point in making all that stuff, in making the crew lounge, in making the pods where they were sleeping. If you're just going to give us 2 minutes of that and we're never going to see it again, why the hell did you spend the money making it in the first place?
So they could grab our attention within the first 10 minutes. It's funny too. And I'll cap that off and then, we'll call it a day. But I was thinking that too as well, because it's like, well, maybe we'll get something that features that cast and crew and those set designs that were really, really good. They were really good.
See you later, Andy.
Adios. Maybe we'll see those in a later episode. Cool. Which on paper sounds pretty good. But at the same time, I'm thinking, well, if we're going to wait to see that, then that whole opening scene on the first episode didn't need to take place, because if we're going to wait to see what they were doing before we already know what happens to them, kind of kills the suspense factor of the whole thing. They could have taken out that whole first scene and just went right to the kids. It would have been 10 times worse, but
it would have been 10. No, please don't do that to me. Please don't, because the first 10 minutes of this show, I genuinely was, man, I was interested in. I was connected. I'm like, okay, I'm on board. I'm on board. Give me more of this. Show me what's going to happen. And they skip all that. They skip the meat and potatoes. And there's going to be people that are like, but Loki,
That's where Alien is. If you want that, go watch Alien.
Then I will.
Okay, if you didn't want that, don't put it in the first 10 minutes of the fucking show, because that's what hooked me and got me interested and got me wanting to see more. I want to see what happens on the ship. I genuinely do. I know everybody's gonna die. I knew everybody was gonna die before the show even started. I want to see what happened. They gave us all this like setup, and then didn't give us anything but little flashes of flashback, like half-second flashes of what's gonna happen. Okay, so there's an android on board, there's a cyborg on board. The android is creepy as fuck. The android's like standing over this girl eating his cereal, like staring at her. And the girl's like, didn't you tell him to stop fucking staring at me? And the cyborg's like, hey, snap out of it, leave her alone. And what does he do? He goes and sits down next to a different girl and turns his head and looks at her while he's eating his bowl of cereal.
He's going to be the one. Yeah, he's going to be the one that takes the dirty magazine and rolls it up and tries to shove it down someone's throat. So remember, guys,
you know that he's the reason, because in the little flashbacks and the little catches of flashbacks, you see him standing over that girl's cryo tube watching her and like reaching his hand out. Like he's going to touch her cryo tube. So you know he did something freaky. I want to see that. That's what I was interested in. Cut out all the little kid shit. I'm sorry, but cut out all the child transitioning and all the kid shit and all the kiddie bullshit. I don't care about that. All of that is apparently there to incite Gen Z into watching and get them interested. No one gives a fuck about that. Even Gen Z. Why? Because they can't afford to pay their fucking rent, much less pay for Hulu.
But Loki,
so the kid
this show is worth the price of subscription for Hulu. Shut the fuck up. No, it isn't.
The generation you are pandering to and trying to get on board can't even afford your streaming service. Why? Because they can't afford rent. They can't afford their own food. They're living with mom and dad in their basement. Well, maybe they'll get to watch it on mom and dad's account. I highly doubt it, because most parents have cut all that shit off because they want the kid out of the house. So it's maddening that this is the way they went with it. Just pirate it. Well, I don't have Hulu. I don't have Hulu. I don't have Disney Plus. I'm not interested in Hulu. I'm not interested in Disney Plus for the men and women that are like, oh my God, this is so worth it. My Hulu subscription is paying for itself just by watching this show. Suck it. I can't imagine that this is what you like. This is getting you excited. This is another Disney show like the dumbass shit they've done with Star Wars, except it's even worse. Because it's off to Neverland with transitioning children.
Oh my God. And it's funny too, just to point this out one more time, just pirate it. You know what, Zombie Box, even if you did, I would still ask for my goddamn money back. Oh my God, this is what I wanted from the Alien series. Shut up, you fat bearded bastard. Those of you that know probably know who I'm talking about. This is worth the price of subscription. Shut up, you fucking shill. Get out of my house. You don't know what you're talking about anymore. Guys, if you're
tell
curious,
us how you really feel.
That is how I feel, because it's the drizzling shits, guys. If you're curious just to see how bad it is, you guys think we're kidding around. No, we're not kidding around. This shit is there. It is in your face. It is right there for the world to see. And anybody that says this is the best, I don't know who you are or where you came from or what kind of fan you claim to be. This show is not for us.
I have got it. I have not it. You got it, dude. It's one thing for a show to suck, but the show actually made me angry. Yeah. And there's a lot of people that are like, oh my God, it's the scariest thing I've ever seen. 10 out of 10. I'm sure that the people that are like, all I care about is body horror. I don't care about plot. I don't care about any of that. All I want to do is see nasty monsters kill things. They're going to love this. If you don't have a brain and all you want to see is body horror, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, slay queen.
Woo!
Slay. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, this is so good. This is
You
so
go,
great.
Wendy.
As long as
Wendy,
all you
go.
care about is body horror,
Mm.
you're going to love this. If you care about plot, if you care about science fiction, if you're like, man, the original Alien hit me in a way nothing ever has. Aliens was so good. It was perfect. It was this, that, and the other. You're going to hate this. For the people that just want to see things die, you're in good company watching this show.
Mhm. I mean, to summarize everything, guys, this is a good point. I feel more entertained watching Attack the Killer Tomatoes. You know what, guys? True story. This will summarize everything for me personally. I went out and bought a new steam-powered mop this weekend to wash my floors. I had more enjoyment cleaning my floors than watching this slop. And that's pretty much my bottom
And that's
line.
the bottom line because Stone Cold Loki said so. All right, we're going to get out of here. Thank you, everybody. Everybody that's been hanging out with us for the past hour and 10 minutes. I know we went over. Thank you. Thank you so very much for being here. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for hanging out and having some fun with us while literally, we've talked shit about this show for an hour and 10 minutes. 2 hours, we've talked shit about this. I think it's just going to get worse. I don't know about you, but I know I have faith in these people that are making this show. I don't have faith in the Disney aspects of it. I don't have faith in Neverland. I don't have faith. I have faith that the alien is going to kill people and that somebody's going to get eaten by the giant vagina plant. I have faith in
one
that.
of those. I'm surprised the friggin' kids didn't get eaten because they were staring at it in the hallway for over an hour. Well, I guess the question is, before we get out of here, are we going to see this thing all the way through and review it?
I'm going to. I don't know about you. But, I mean,
All right.
This is your fault.
If
you are the reason why we are involved with this and doing this. So,
all right, I'll tell you, you guys are witnessing this here. Then I will go down with the ship with you. But if it gets to be too much where we're just going to be ranting and raving like this every single week, we may have to pull a Star Trek Strange Brew Hurls and say, you know what, guys, fuck it. We're out. We can't do this no more. I know the series is only going to be 8 episodes. But
no, we started
guys,
it. We're finishing it.
Oh my God. Well,
this
you know
is
what?
your fault. This is on you. I am blaming you. Your fault. You got us into this mess. You're going to get us out by dealing with the fact that we're going to have to review this show.
Oh, the alien
we're not
monster.
Cutting it off halfway and pussying out. We're going to have to live with your decision of, hey, let's review Alien Earth.
Oh, my God. Well, okay.
All right, guys, thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. Valhalla, you guys rule. Be great. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. And we'll leave you with what the shit?
You've got
We'll leave you with a little tuck and roll on the way out the door. Take care, everybody.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.